What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today with the fourth episode of the new Alonso F1 2018 series. We are here in Baku for a street circuit race, chucking it down with rain. Last time out in China, we backed another 2 points, finishing 9th on the grid. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Remember to like and subscribe. Mad scenes at the end. Let's get into it.
For the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. It's 3.7 miles around a lap of Baku city circuit then, with 7 rights and 13 lefts, giving us a total of 20 corners. Watch out for the safety car today. Incidents are already common on this circuit, and the wet conditions will only make things worse, particularly through the incredibly narrow turn 8. It's not going to be plain sailing for our drivers today, although with the sky falling as it is, perhaps sailing isn't too far from the truth. Anthony Davidson, could be a wet one today. Great to have you with us. What are your thoughts?
It is a touch damp, isn't it? Well, as a driver, there are 3 big things to worry about when racing in these kind of conditions: standing water, tyre temperature and visibility. And judging distance to the cars around you is really tricky when you're driving through the vast amounts of spray that these wet weather Pirelli tyres kick up.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Ricciardo, Max Verstappen and Perez, Hülkenberg, Ocon, Alonso and Kevin Magnussen, Grosjean, Raikkonen, Charles Leclerc and Hartley. The rookie, Gasly, Stoffel van Dorn, and Lance Stroll, Sirotkin and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
The lights are out and away we go in Baku. Rain is pouring it down. This is going to be a very tough race. Visibility at a minimum. We sit in 15th on the grid. A poor qualifying session in the end. We try and go around the outside of Hartley. We've done it. We're into P14. A decent start. You can see literally nothing. Kimi obviously had a grid penalty, as you would have seen earlier, but we're behind the Leclerc, and Gasly goes down the inside. We're down to P15 with that, and for some reason accused of a collision with the Leclerc. A bit weird, but we are struggling for pace and just struggling in this wet weather. Really not a good race for us. I was having difficulties all through qualifying and practice to keep up with race pace, especially on the main straight, but the Renault is just that bit slow. We go around the outside of the Leclerc, and we dip in the inside. Can we get a double overtake? We go 3-way into the turn. Who's going to come out on top? We've slid through the middle. We're up into P13, a double overtake there, although Leclerc's still trying. We have not got the position yet. Have we done it? No. Red proximity arrow is still there. We're into, with that double overtake, P13. What a brilliant move there. Okay, so just a quick look. We are 0.9 seconds behind Kimi in the Ferrari, and he's got people ahead of him, so the Ferrari isn't able to go up to quite its full potential. Let's see how much time we're losing on the straight now. And Leclerc may actually attack. He is. Leclerc right behind you. You can see the proximity arrow growing and growing. It's red. Leclerc is going to try it, and he's done it. Just a lack of pace. It's ridiculous around here. Leclerc has got ahead, and he's got ahead comfortably as Gasly tries as well. Do we try and dive? We have lost the position to Leclerc. We're just struggling so much on these straights. It's ridiculous. We're going to try and get the move back on Charles Leclerc. We know full well from Bahrain he likes to defend this position. He's a very aggressive and defensive driver at the same time. Strong when it comes to the attacking and overtaking parts. Let's see if we can get a move back on Charles. We're a little bit wide there into turn 7. Can we get it through here on the tight bend of turn 8? No. We need to close the gap, but as soon as the straight comes along, the gap disappears. So it has to be done, the overtake, in the corners. We're closing right in on the back of Charles Leclerc now. We're going to have to get the overtake done soon though, otherwise on the straights, he's just going to disappear. Just absolutely disappear. That's literally all I'm focusing my R&D on at the moment. He's just improving the powertrain and the aerodynamics. Anything that can boost the speed of the car is absolutely critical. It's brilliant in the corners, this car, as we come right up to the back of the Leclerc. You see the braking, brilliant. We're going to have a go round here just before the straight. The Leclerc getting all defensive on the inside. We try and head around the outside. Are we going to get it? We may just get the move off. He's pushing us, but we've managed to go round the outside. But as we come onto the straight now, may have helped us not lose the spot to Gasly. Hopefully, if those two can battle it out, we may get a little bit of free air. Let's see. Just had info that the rain may be stopping soon, and Leclerc has passed. We're going to try and dive, and Gasly as well. This is ridiculous, the pace. The lack of pace is just stupid. We dive down the inside of Gasly, so we get the position back on one of them. Charles Leclerc, though, holds on to 13th spot with that overtake. We're coming on to the back straight of lap 5. We have an attempt at Charles Leclerc. Can we dip in the inside of the corner? We might be able to. Side by side, we seem to have got ahead. But yet again, as we get onto the straight, we will see just the difference and the lack of speed. Are we going to be able to defend this time? Gasly has dropped back, so that may help us. It's just Leclerc that we have to defend. We'll have one turn of direction before we have to give the position away. So which way is he going to go? Coming onto the main straight now, the main part of it. This is where they're gaining so much time. They're 10 miles an hour faster than us. Which way is he going? He hasn't come in. He's going to the right, so we move to the left. Try and get the pace. It's a blitz pass. We pull in. Can we get a tight corner in? We're very strong through this first-hand turn, and we see we've held the position. P13 is still ours. We've held on. All we need, if a bit of luck can come our way, that's what we're going to have in this race. Otherwise, it's definitely going to be a no points finish today. Okay, it is lap 7, and literally everyone is heading into the pits right now. The rain has cleared up, and everyone's going to be switching onto softs or mediums. Let's see what everyone's doing. We may actually be able to gain a few places, because if teammates are bunched up, then one will have to wait behind the other. We've got a big enough gap because Hulkenberg was a fair way ahead up the top of the grid, but some drivers like the Hasses may have issues. So can we gain a couple of places here? We may be able to. And held up there by Gasly actually, so that's going to cost us some time. We've come out in exactly the same place, but with different drivers. See, Brendan Hartley has gained ahead, as I think has Lance Stroll. However, Grosjean has dipped behind actually. Okay, so as if things couldn't get any worse for Renault in general, Nico, as you can see, is out of the Grand Prix. He was set to get some points, but he has now dropped out. Does put us up a place, but with 8 laps to go, can't see us coming back into the points. They're a long way ahead at this stage. Okay, so another driver has dropped out the race. Kevin Magnussen is out, down to 18 drivers. 4 more drivers going out, and you never know, maybe we can. Some are getting spoiled. What is going on here? I do not know. We aren't going to get it past Grosjean with that. Whatever he is doing, the Hasses just had an absolute nightmare, and Vettel's going slowly. Maybe it's something to do with Vettel when it looks things. We may get into the points here. Holy shit, if we can just sneak past Stroll, the points could be on. Vettel has a puncture. His season is not going well at all. DNF in Australia, and now a puncture out here in Baku. It's not gone well for Sebastian. We are P11 now. The points could be on. 1 retirement or 1 overtake on Stroll, and we have a chance. Holy shit. All we need, we're closing in on Lance Stroll. That's the only position that we need to get into these points now. See, they're still stuck back there actually. I'm not sure Grosjean that appears to be. Grosjean, McLaren and a Mercedes there having issues as well. What is going on in this race? We have jumped up to P11 with that. Holy shit, the points are on. Can we do it?
The battery is low on energy. Reduce ERS deployment.
We just need 1 more retirement, and the way things... Hamilton is out of the race. They are dropping like flies. Lewis Hamilton's out of the race. Once he has walked past him, we'll be up into P10 with 3 laps to go. Somehow, in this stupid race, we may get some points. I'm not sure how in the hell this has happened, but I don't know where Lewis is, but we could be in the points. Lewis out of the race, Sebastian out the race. Two top drivers, arguably the two that expect to be fighting for the championship. And Stoffel Van Dorn as well. Stoffel is out the Grand Prix, so we're down to 16 drivers, plus Vettel with a puncture. So, this race has gone absolutely mental.
You're in P10, that's P10, we're into the points.
We're really closing in on Lance Stroll now. We're up into P10. We can overtake Lance, we're closing right in on the back of him. There seems to be another yellow flag. I don't know if that's the previous thing, but we're going to try and get him. He's made a mistake. We may be up into P9 with this. Can we dive down the inside? We go for the dive. We've done it. I think with no Lancers hard side by side. And there's another driver stopped. Who is that? Is that Sebastian Vettel? Yeah, it is. That's Vettel still clocking around. He's practically out the race. P10 right now. If we can take a dive on Stroll, we are very strong on that first corner. If we can take a dive at Stroll, we may be into P9. Holy shit, somehow this has all turned in this stupid race, possibly in our favour. We're right on the back of Stroll. We need a couple of good corners, 3 laps to go in this race. We've got to watch out though, we do have a serious lack of pace on the straights, and that is where they're going to gain ridiculous amount of time. We're right behind Stroll now. We take a dive. We seem to have got the position. We've done it. An aggressive dive down the inside, and we're into P9. 2 points possibly on the board for us today.
6 seconds.
No way we're catching the clerk with that 36-second gap. The P9 it is. We're going to have to save fuel right now. But if we can just hold on, all we have to do is defend our position, and P9 is ours. We've done a bit of damage to our wing. That is not what we want. Stroll may try it here. It's not ideal, but he may have a go with our slow car. He's trying. No, he pulls back. He realises the mistake. We almost slammed straight into the barrier as well, trying to defend our position. Up into rich mix, up into high ERS, and Stroll tries down the inside. We defend the position. That may save us a second as he has to reassert himself on the track. What can we do? Defensive. Plant the car through the corners.
The gap to the car behind is 2.0 seconds.
Another yellow flag. What is it this time? It's still Vettel, I think. Vettel, yeah, we can see him on the side of the track. He's coming into the pits now, just trying to get to the end of this race. Can we take a dive on Lance Stroll? We may try. No, he's too far. Do we go for the attack on Stroll and risk missing out because Ericsson overtakes? Or do we just settle for P10? We're going for P9. We're on top of Stroll. We've got DRS. We must have some kind of issue with the car. Surely. Surely they said something about a slight issue with the engine. I think it's showing. We dive down the inside. It's going to be tight. We can't make it. We may be able to come out. As we come out of the corner, another collision with Stroll. We're just trying to get past Stewart. Around the outside maybe? No. He's left a gap. He's left a gap. Can we go round this outside? We're side by side. We are side by side. Off the line, we are still strong. We may have the position. No, Stroll is still fighting for it, but Ericsson is now on the back of the two of us. So, position 10, 1 point not even confirmed yet. We push through. Stroll has got up into P10 again to go through that tight bend. We want to be in P9. We are minus 0.2 laps of fuel as well, so we need to conserve that on top of already defending our lead. Lap 25 of 26 comes away. We take an aggressive dive. Take an aggressive dive down the inside. We've damaged our wing, but we're up into P9. Was that a bad move? It might have been. Here we go. As they say, not worth going into the pits here. What can we do on this straight? Ericsson is up in P10 now. Got a faster car than the Williams. Our engine having issues. We try and close him in on that corner. And we try and hold on to him. Ericsson into P9 and Stroll takes us as well. Definitely having engine issues here. I don't know what it is. We're going to have to dive down this inside. Here we go. Can we get any positions back? We dive. We're ahead of Stroll, but we're ahead of Ericsson, but Stroll has held P9.
Less than a lap of fuel.
One lap to go. Can we get Stroll or Gasly and Hartley and the Toro Rosso also closing in? One lap to defend our lead. We may just have enough fuel to go rich on the final straight. We're trying to close in on Stroll. Valtteri Bottas wins the Grand Prix. We dive. We go for the dive. Here we go. This is it, the final lap of the Grand Prix. We are round the outside, but Stroll is not done yet. I think he's getting attacked by Ericsson now, so we may be alright. But Valtteri Bottas gets the victory in the Grand Prix. We are in P9 right now, but it is still not over yet. Come through. Just hold the position. We're in lean mix. We want to save as much fuel as possible. Can we do it? Come on, there can't be more than a minute left in this race, this straight. About 3 more turns, maybe 4 more turns to go in this Grand Prix. Stroll is getting attacked by Ericsson. We have a bit of space on us now. Okay, they're gaining quickly. They're gaining very quickly indeed. All we have to do, defend on one straight. Here we go, this is it. We've got a little bit of a gap, 0.3 seconds maybe, but not a lot. Can we do it? Here we go. Can we get 9th place? They're closing in fast. They seem to be fighting each other. Lance Stroll may miss out on the points here. He does. Ericsson, they're closing in fast. Are they going to get us? It's going to be very, very tight. There we go. P9. An insane drive considering we're definitely having some kind of technical issue there on the straight. But P9 it is. 2 points in the bag. Get in. What a drive. A bit of luck, but it's paid off in our favour here in Baku.
To take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix.
It's another strong drive for the Red Bulls, getting 2nd and 3rd. Valtteri Bottas gets the win, but we sit P8 on the grid, a minute 22 behind, but 2 points in the bag. There you can see Vettel and Hamilton and Magnussen and Hulkenberg, to be fair, all at the bottom. 4 drivers that you can often see in the points, and with the start Stoffel Van Dorn's had for the season, arguably 5 point-scoring drivers out the running, which has helped us hugely to get this P9 today. What a drive, what a race. Let's look at the standings before we sign off for today. We are sitting in joint P11, me and Hulkenberg, both on 10 points after 4 races. Behind the Force Indians and McLaren, we're going 2 by 2. Stoffel Van Dorn, then Alonso, then Perez, then Ocon, and then me and Hulkenberg. Ricciardo leads the championship at this stage. How long he's going to be able to hold on for, I do not know. Lance Stroll, Brendan Hartley and Sergei Sirotkin, the only drivers yet to score points in this very open championship. Let's cut across the constructors, see how things are going there. Constructors, Mercedes sit on top with Ferrari only 6 points down. Red Bull a bit behind because of Verstappen's poor performances in some races so far. McLaren top on best of the rest of the other constructors. Force India sit in 5th and we sit 6th on the grid with 20 points in the constructors at this stage. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.